Good morning and happy Tuesday. Regina Allen here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week, our theme is about content ideas. Now, I hear people all the time who are saying, but I don't know what to post. And the thing is that you don't even need AI or all this other stuff to give you ideas of what to post. Now, they're great for doing that, and we're going to talk more about that on Thursday in the AI Spotlight. But today, I just want to talk about some easy ways to find ideas for your next 30 content ideas, right? And you'd be surprised where some people come up with their content. Now, I have 5 different places to find content, and I need you to think out of the box just a little bit, because most of your content ideas are actually right in front of your face. They're literally right in front of you. You just don't necessarily notice them because, well, you're too close to them. So the first one is your client questions. So if you have existing clients already and they keep asking you questions over and over and over again, guess what? If they have those questions, chances are pretty good everybody else has those questions too. They make for great posts. So if you find you're answering the same questions all the time when your clients are working with you, think about that. How can you turn one of those into maybe a value post and basically spin it for somebody else who might be having that same exact problem, having that same exact question? What is the last question you got asked by one of your clients? Can you take that today and say, wow, look at that. I have a post for today. My client was asking me this and how to do this. And I could put that into a post and post it out on social media. Or maybe I can make a blog out of that. There's so many different ways that you can use the content that's sitting right in front of your face. So the second one is your DMs and comments. So again, when you post, are people sending you messages back? Are they asking you questions and messages? Are they responding to your posts out on social media, asking for more info, or even telling you something that they did or a problem that they're having? Guess what? That's your next post. Here's the thing, stepping out of this for a second. It's not about you, and it's not about what you want to teach. It's about what they need to hear. And so when you think about it, if you go back to what they're asking you, you're actually giving them exactly what they want. And because of that, you get way more engagement on your content because it's for them. It's not just because you have this knowledge in your head and you want to impart this knowledge on other people. That's great. But if they don't need that knowledge right now, then it's kind of useless and nobody's going to read it. However, all of that knowledge that's in your head is perfect for answering all of these questions that people have and spinning them around into something else. Take something and flip it, reframe it as a lesson. So those DMs, the comments that you get on your existing content, what are people responding to that you can then take and say, you know what? That one is a little bit more involved of a response on that one. I could actually make a post out of that and send that out. Now, number 3 is your story. Now, we talk about using your story all the time, and yet nobody really does it because everybody thinks their story is all that stuff that happened way back when. Your story is happening right now, right this second. Everything that's happening is a potential post. I have a friend who has a slew of different posts when he goes to the grocery store. Now, he is kind of a life strategist, business strategist. And so he talks about living your best life and vision boards and all that kind of stuff. And he's fabulous at it. And he comes up with the most engaging posts seemingly out of the blue. Literally, he's walking through the parking lot, sees a carriage that needs to be put back. He calls it shopping cart rodeo. And that kind of thing is just He went to the grocery store and he saw something, and guess what? It became a post. Look past what is right in front of your face and see. Think with the idea, with the mindset of, where can I find today's posts? Maybe you had a conversation. Maybe you held the door open for somebody. Maybe you helped somebody out needing something at a nonprofit, or maybe you went to work out this morning and something interesting happened at the gym. Maybe you had a challenge and you had to get past it. And that now became your post about persistence and being in consistency and going past, which, by the way, I just used the other day. So your story is right in front of you. Your wins, your struggles. And this is not like just your past stuff. Yes, your past stuff makes for great posts too. So when you sit there and go, well, I'm not sure what I'm posting today, when it all comes out, if nothing else, go, well, you know what? Before you became who you are today, what was the biggest question that you would have wanted answered for you? What was the biggest piece of advice that you would have wanted? What was the best piece of advice that you ever got? Makes for an excellent post, and it's all based on your story. So that's number 3 is your story. Number 4 is trending questions. Now, you don't have to go all over the place and start doing a whole bunch of research about what's trending. Trending means it's popular and it's all over the place. So chances are pretty good. You're seeing it on Instagram. You're seeing it on X. You're seeing it on Facebook. You're seeing it on LinkedIn. You might be getting emails about it already. It might be on the news. Trending topics make for great posts because it's in the moment. Just remember, they're short-lived. So trending topics, they come and go. But if it has something of relevance to what you do, pull it out. Reframe it to mean something to what it is that you do and how you help people. That is the best way to use those trending topics. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You're just going and answering the questions that people are already asking about what's going on. So all you need to do is really just go to Facebook, go to Reddit, go to X. I mean, you're on some of these anyways. And just do a minute scroll down your feed and check out all the stuff people are talking about. If you see a bunch of people all talking about the same thing, chances are that's a pretty hot topic. It's trending. Now you can put your spin on it. Maybe you're for it. Maybe you're against it. Maybe it's something like that. Makes for a great post. AI prompts are last, and we're going to go more into that on the AI Spotlight on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So don't miss that one because we're actually going to demo creating a month's worth of content in 10 minutes. So open up Claude, open up Chat, GPT. I just call them chat, so have to be clear here. Chat GPT. And just say, you know, give me 10 content ideas for coaches who are struggling with, or for whatever your client is, whoever your client is, for your client type who is struggling with whatever their pain point is. And it will give you ideas. So if last resort, go use AI, because content is right in front of you all the time. People are looking for this information. And remember, it's not what you want to say, it's what they need to hear, what they want to hear. So that number 1, your client, their FAQs, all those questions that they're asking you, take note. Hey, you know, I had my meeting this week with my group and we were talking about this, this, and this. Makes for a great post. Hey, my group met this morning. We were talking about this. Are you having this same problem? Guess what? Here's the fix for it. Great post, right? Your DMs, comments. People are messaging you. They're commenting on your stuff. That's number 2. How can you reframe that into a post, into a blog, into an article? Your own story. That one is like the fallback when you can't come up with anything. You always have something because your story is there. It could be you're sitting at your office and your desk is a mess. And maybe you hate a messy desk. And you go, have you ever had one of those days when your desk is a mess and you just feel like you can't focus and get anything done? I had to actually take 10 minutes today and just straighten my desk out so I could actually focus and get things done. There you go. There's a post right there. And it's based on your story, your present story. So again, yes, your past story, how you got to be where you are, your journey, all that kind of stuff makes for great engaging posts and content and all that kind of stuff. But what's happening right in front of you right now at this moment, even if you're just gone down to the grocery store, can make a great post. Then number 4 was those trending things. So what's trending right now? And to find out what's trending, there's the news, there's the Facebook feed, the Instagram feed, the TikTok, LinkedIn, the feeds, the stuff that everybody's talking about, that's what's trending. So you can go and take that, if it's applicable to what you do, and reframe it for your audience. And then last but not least, you really feel like, I really can't come up with anything. You know what? Nothing exciting's happened to me today. You know what? If nothing exciting's happened to you today, that could be a post. You ever have one of those days where it feels like, same old boring day, nothing actually happened here? And they can go into how you can change that, how you can reframe it, how you can do something different with it. So you can literally take anything, but you have to have the right mindset to reframe this stuff. So that last one is the prompts. If you can't come up with anything, last resort, go to AI and just say, hey, can you give me 10 content ideas for this type of client? Put in your ideal client avatar, that person that you work with, your ideal client, that dream client of yours, and whatever their biggest pain point is. If you don't know what their biggest pain point is, you can ask AI, hey, I have this type of client. What's their biggest pain point? What's trending as their biggest pain point? You can actually do that because it will go out and search and it will find out what their trending biggest pain point is right now. Then you can write something about that. So content literally is everywhere. So you could put your next 30 pieces of content together in 10 minutes or less just by going out and seeing what's in front of you. Don't discount the simple things. People sometimes think it has to be hard to be worth something. And it doesn't have to be hard to be worth something. It could be right in front of your face. And what you have to say may be the exact thing that that person who's reading your blog, who's scrolling your feed, who happens to find your post on LinkedIn, it might be exactly what they need to hear today. So let me know in the comments below. What are you going to post today? I want to hear your interesting content ideas that you have now thought about and pulled out from your brain because you started thinking outside the box. All right. And then show up on Thursday for the AI Spotlight because we will actually be taking this to AI and using AI to help create 30 days of content in 10 minutes. So we'll see you next time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday, and I hope to see you Thursday. Bye for now.